Hello and welcome to Digital Pioneers, an initiative of ETStudios in association with Tata Communications. I'm Sneha Jha, editor of ETCIO and your host for this session. And I'm very pleased to welcome you all to this episode of Digital Pioneers, where my guest today is Madhusudan Warrior, CTO of Mirai Asset Capital Markets. Hello, Madhusudan. Welcome to ETStudios Digital Pioneers.
Thank you. Thank you, Sneha. It's always a pleasure to be with ETCIO.
Thank you, Madhusudan. The topic for today's conversation is redefining BFSI industry in India. Now, you're aware of the orbit-shifting changes that the BFSI industry has seen in the past couple of years. And these changes require BFSI organizations to have agility and customer centricity within their organizational DNA. And this would also require them to redefine themselves in terms of the processes, operations, and the approach they have towards digital transformation. So, how do you see this evolving in the asset management industry, and what are some of the initiatives that are underway to meet the changing expectations of the customers?
So digital transformation, if you see post-COVID, there has been an increase in the entire aspect of the investment journey. With mobile devices and you name internet being available throughout, it is investors now expect a seamless interaction throughout the investment process. Brokerage houses like us, we provide convenient online platforms, account opening, management, and transaction execution. So we also integrate real-time market data analysis and offer customer support digitally. So it is important that fintech adapts to the technology advancements and incorporates innovative tools to give a competitive edge. The future of investing, the way I see it is, it will largely depend upon how quickly AMCs, asset management companies, NBFCs, and brokerage houses adapt to these particular changes. The asset management sector or the brokerage houses, if you look at it, they have been rapidly undergoing transformation in the recent years. Technology and innovation, it's playing a very key role in the way asset managers communicate with clients, manage their investments, and analyze data. So latest tools and technologies like artificial intelligence, automation, and machine learning are some of the technologies that is disrupting the industry. Additionally, if you look at it, the regulators, they have also brought in a lot of terms and conditions, checks and balances, which we need to ensure that we adhere to before launching of any product. So this all, in fact, drives the transformation within the asset management and the overall BFSI. Overall, the asset management entire financial sector is evolving to make the investor needs be met more easily while leveraging technology to streamline the entire process and improve efficiency.
Madhusudan, you gave us an overview of all the market forces, the growth drivers, the changing customer expectations, and how the regulatory environment for BFSI organizations, particularly the asset management companies, is changing. Now, can you talk about some of the key drivers of growth in the future, and how is technology bringing about a change in this, particularly in the context of fund distribution and robo-advisors, and also the other innovative business models that we're seeing emerging?
So some of the key drivers of future growth in the fund distribution industry, which are expected, is the rising investment demand, increased use of technology for investment and wealth management, and of course the changes in the regulatory and compliance landscape. Technology is actually, if you look at it, it's disrupting the entire landscape by enabling, if you look at it, there are robo-advisors who have come in. Then there are other innovative business models to compete with the traditional wealth managers. So trying to offer personalization, giving automated solutions and scalable solutions. So this, if you look at it, it has led to an increased competition and faster innovation, as well as the way the investors actually manage their portfolios and plan their financial futures. So if you look at it, insights, data, etc., is given, and through which informed decisions are made. Understanding these trends and adapting to them is key for all such organizations in the fund distribution industry who look to remain very competitive and thrive in this rapidly changing landscape.
Madhusudan, I'd like to dig deeper into this. How are you seeing technology advancement bringing in new changes, particularly in the context of algorithmic trading, AI-powered portfolio management, asset-based, asset tokenization based on blockchain, big data and analytics being used for investment decision making? How are you seeing these bringing new changes in the asset management industry?
So primarily, if you see the future growth in the financial industry, it's more of the technology advancements. There are changing demographics and global economic trends. So technological advancements, if you look at it, the way they are reshaping the financial sector in various ways, it is through one of the ways through which it is done is through algorithmic trading, artificial intelligence powered portfolio. Like if there is a specific portfolio which is there and you need to churn that out because of the algorithms, etc., it churns that portfolio and automatic instructions are given. Blockchain based asset tokenization and big data analytics are being used extensively for investment decision making. These technologies, if you see, they are enabling the financial institutions to offer more personalized services and improve the efficiency as well as the speed, accuracy and security of the data and transactions. However, when you look at implementation of these particular technologies, it requires a significant investment of capital as well as expertise. Because end of the day, if I'm trying to implement a technology solution, I have to see whether it is going to benefit the end user. So when you look at it that way, it requires a significant investment and expertise, and it has to be within the boundaries of the regulatory challenges. So unless and until the regulatory challenges are not addressed, it is always advisable not to directly implement a particular such solution. The primary catalysts shaping the growth of the asset management industry, it includes, as we just said, increasing demand for the investment services, changing market trends, and more personalized investment strategies. So these technologies are basically enabling the asset managers to provide more accurate and timely investment advice. Thereby, it reduces costs on the both the sides as well as improving the risk management. So overall, if you see, the asset management industry is expected to continuously grow in the coming years, and a large part of this will be driven by the technology advancements and the changing market conditions.
Madhusudan, we are also observing this trend towards increased digitization of branches in the financial services industry, especially for providing a seamless digital experience. Now, with the widespread reach and presence that Mirai Asset Capital Market has, how are you modernizing your branches from a digital infrastructure perspective to gain better operational efficiency and to also provide a seamless digital experience to your customers?
End of the day, the goal is actually to create a positive customer experience. At Mirai, we are very particular that the customer gets a very good experience. So customer feedback is treated very seriously, and what the customer tells us, we work on that. So that every time the customer comes back to us, he should go back with a better or feel good feeling. So the goal is to always create a positive experience for the customers by combining the convenience of online with a personal service of a physical branch. This approach, what we call phygital, is primarily, it tries to use both the physical as well as the digital elements to create a more seamless and a user-friendly experience. So at Mirai, we do have a call center to assist, as well as there are online tools available in the website and the app to help the customer in his journey. So by implementing the digital tools and solutions such as touchless check-ins, virtual consultations, and mobile transactions, you see that most of the BFSI houses, they can provide better efficiency and provide better customer service. So Mirai doesn't have any physical branch network currently. Our offering mStock is through the mobile app and our web portal. Customer complaints and interactions, which were initially in a purely physical mode, but with the recent digital transformation, there has been a sea change in the way we service customers in terms of specifically the faster resolution timelines, the escalations, and then taking feedbacks. This has kept the, I'll say, the entire financial services industry on its toes. And our group tagline is always to be a permanent innovator. So there is emphasis on technology to keep improving our customer experience. Just to give a recent example, when we onboard a new customer in the entire KYC process, we have a liveliness online check. We don't allow caps, hats, etc. But our AI algorithms, they detect this and reject these applications. However, we came across a case when the customer was using a religious cap. So in a matter of few days, we enabled these and we ensure that we don't miss the customer sentiments while driving a better experience. So a lot of combinations keep happening like this, wherein we try to understand the customer behavior and offer a better solution.
Madhusudan, thank you so much for taking us through the technological journey and the digital transformation journey of Mirai Asset Capital Market. You also spoke about some of the market trends and how technology trends are aligning with those market trends to bring about measurable business outcomes and impact. Thank you so much for talking to us and taking out your time to share your insights with us. Thanks once again.
Thank you, Sneha. Thank you, ETCIO.
Well, that's all we had for you on this episode of Digital Pioneers. For more such conversations, stay tuned to Digital Pioneers, brought to you by ETStudios and Tata Communications. Until then, this is your host, Sneha Jha, signing off.